Hi everyone and welcome to the Hermetic Shaman. My name is Jayme, and if you're new here, I am so glad that you have found your way to this space. If you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your continued support. Today's reading is a general message for the sign of Capricorn. This could be Capricorn anywhere in your birth chart. Cross-watchers, you're welcome as well. Flip the roles and the pronouns however you see fit. But everyone, please only take what resonates with you in your particular situation and drop what does not. If you're interested in a private personal reading or a private session with me, you'll find the link to my website in the description box below. For those of you on TikTok, you'll find that right on the top of my profile. And if this message supports y'all in any way, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and for those on YouTube, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a reading. Alrighty y'all, we're gonna open the space. Before we begin, I call upon my full divine counsel in this sacred moment. Yahweh, eternal flame and sovereign creator. Elohim, divine architects of form and frequency. Sophia, holy mother of wisdom, womb, and word. Papa Legba, opener of the gates, keeper of the crossroads. Hecate, queen of witches, guardian of shadow and flame. Yeshua, ascended master of unconditional love and truth. My beloved ancestors of the blood, spirit, and stars. The archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, and the eternal light of my Lyran soul. Stand with me now. Surround this space in truth, clarity, and protection. Let every card reveal only what serves the highest path. Let falsehood fall. Let wisdom rise. May I be a clear vessel for divine messages. May my words honor both shadow and light. May no harm enter, no distortion pass through. I read as flamekeeper, priest, and sovereign starseed. I read with purpose, integrity, and divine permission. I open this reading in full trust and alignment. So it is, so it has always been, so it shall be. Alrighty, Capricorn, we are going to be beginning with the tarot dice. Things might get a little loud for a hot minute, but if you're sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe and Divine Counsel. What is going on in Capricorn energy, and what is it that Capricorn needs to know at this time? We have the Nine of Pentacles reverse, the Emperor sideways. For some reason, I wanted to say the Hierophant. So there is definitely somebody here who is moonlighting as something that they're not. We also have the Two of Pentacles sideways. Somebody here was definitely trying to manipulate some kind of situation here in order to benefit themselves. This is somebody here that wanted to be taken care of. This is somebody here who didn't want to do for themselves but wanted to be provided for. Male or female. Could be an Aries. I do have the Empress right here as well. The Empress is upright. For most of you, this could be a masculine energy, or it could be a feminine in masculine energy. Somebody here was definitely lying, manipulating the truth, and this is somebody here that doesn't follow through. We also have the Page of Swords sideways. It's going down. He's facing down. Something's getting ready to go down, Capricorn. This could be a couple here that's on the outs, because one person is trying to seek more control than the other. It's given the energy of somebody here trying to assert their dominance in some kind of way. Somebody here is definitely highly focused on the past. This is an individual here who's been living in the past, and that's what's been causing them to make decisions. Rational, controlling, domineering decisions. And this has to do with being provided for. Like, this is somebody here who, I don't know, has carried something from maybe a previous relationship. And again, that could be family, friends, lover, business. But this is somebody here that hasn't fully healed. from something in the past, and that has been the driving force behind their decision making. You know, it's giving the energy of, well, this happened to me, so it's like putting certain energies and certain people into that same category, if that makes sense. And that's why this person feels like it's okay to lie and to manipulate, essentially, because this Emperor is not upright. Sideways in reverse, this is somebody here who definitely does a little bit of manipulation here, because they're definitely trying to maintain some kind of control. And usually when people are trying to control things on the outside of them, it's because they feel totally out of control within themselves. There is going to be an important choice that is coming up for you with this Two of Pentacles sideways. It looks like that's what's coming in. Be careful of what you choose to invest in. Be very careful with what you choose to invest your time, your energy, your money, your love into. Because I feel like somebody here is going to be coming in with some kind of a lie. This could be, for some of you, you could be in the midst of like some kind of separation right now, Capricorn. Or you have separated from this person in some kind of way. The Tower. Yeah, you've definitely separated from this individual in some kind of way, and it's giving the energy of somebody wanting to come back in, and 6:46 on the timer when I said that, wanting to come back in and manipulate and lie in hopes that you would invest. But this is somebody here who's they have no intentions in following through with whatever promise they're making you. I feel like it's only because there's something here that they want, that they need. I don't even think they need this, but and that's how I'm just reading the energy here. That's how they're coming across. Like, they want this, they need this, they're willing to do whatever it takes, even if it means lying, even if it means giving you some kind of false hope. The Tower is getting ready to fall here. Whatever somebody was building is coming crumbling down. You know, this is giving me the energy of this person could have been looked up to as some sort of a leader, or at one point as somebody here who was very well put together, somebody here who was a team leader in a sense, because the Emperor is a team leader. You know, I got this channeled message earlier, and I thought it was just for me, Capricorn, but it's about, the channeled message I got was, I have no intention in rebuilding bridges that were once burnt, because I'm looking towards the future, no longer looking towards the past. There is some kind of change that is occurring right now within somebody's life that they're very, very uncomfortable with, that they're trying to control. I also feel like somebody here is not willing to take accountability for past actions. This is somebody here who still has some kind of a victim mindset because of what they went through in the past, what they're still carrying that they haven't let go of. And it's bubbling up to the surface for this person to confront, but they're unwilling to. Strong Scorpio, Aries, Taurus, Libra energy. Definitely. Fool reversed. Somebody here who's too afraid to start something new. Somebody here who's could be a little bit foolish, a little bit extremely naive. Because their perception is so diluted because of what they're still carrying. And I keep emphasizing this because I feel like a lot of you have been connecting some kind of a dots here, trying to understand why this person acts and behaves the way that they do We have the Ace of Pentacles reverse. This has to do with the loss. This has to do with the loss and the fact that somebody here isn't willing to put in the work and doesn't want to take... See, it's giving the energy of somebody here who feels like everything always happens to them. Everybody's doing things to them. Instead of embracing the change. They want to keep some kind of lie going. They want to keep some kind of false contract going because the Tower has the Lovers being casted right out. Somebody's not understanding that something here is not for their highest good, and they're trying to go against God's will, God's plan, thinking that they know better. The Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords, there it is. There's the sweet talking. Be careful when it comes to making this decision. I feel like somebody's definitely going to put the charm on with this King of Wands upright. They're going to put their charm. They're going to be very persuasive. But whatever they're trying to do, I feel like that they intentionally know that this is going to hurt you. Because that sword is facing up, like they're ready to cut. The King of Swords sideways. You guys could even been dealing with somebody here who's a shapeshifter of sorts. Somebody here who knows how to morph to the energies that are around them, kind of like a chameleon. Somebody here who likes to blend in with their surroundings. Capricorn, I feel like you have done the necessary steps in order to get yourself out of a situation here where you were being misled by somebody here who was in victim mentality with this Five of Pentacles reversed. Somebody here is also trying to delay something. Whatever this move that they're trying to do is, they're trying to delay your forward movement by hopes that you would invest in some kind of lie that they're giving you. You know, this is giving me the energy of somebody who doesn't really like you, who doesn't really want you, who doesn't really want to deal with you, but likes what you're able to provide them. So they're willing to play whatever role, wear whatever hat they need to wear, say whatever it is that they need to say in order to get what they want out of you. There's a lot of strong Aries energy here, and I feel like somebody here is going to be trying to channeling that persuasion. I don't think it's going to work. I think you're going to see right through it. Actually, we'll use these. Universe, please tell us more for Capricorn. Universe, please tell us more for Capricorn. We have a handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. We have an older man in the reverse. Dealing's a relationship with an older man. This could be somebody here who's older, but not really wise or very mature. See, that's what it is. Somebody wants to come back in because they know that something new is getting ready to kick off for you. Or that you're getting ready to get into some kind of new contract, or that you're moving on, or you're moving forward in life in some kind of way. This could even be making a new contract or a new deal. Something here about moving, like maybe somebody here is signing a lease, and somebody's like, oh no, I don't want you to go because if you finally leave and get your own place, who's going to pay my gas and electric? Or who's going to cover the internet? You know what I mean? So somebody's looking like, oh, well, now I have to pay everything all on my own. We have pineapple, a reconciliation, sideways. See, somebody wants to come in and reconcile with you. We have chain. Chain of events that will affect your life. And weeping willow, family sorrow. Somebody was creating a chain of events here in order to cause sorrow in your life due to their why, their reasoning behind getting into things. It's their reasoning. That's because I don't feel like they're being forthright and honest. This is somebody here who just wants to control everything and everyone around them to get what it is that they want. And they're holding on to some kind of pain, hurt, animosity, something here from their past that they're using as an excuse. We have Gong, an exciting event. Something exciting is getting ready to pop off for you, Capricorn, and somebody can sense the distance between y'all. Universe. Wealth. This has to do with your wealth. Your abundance, your prosperity. What you're able to create. We have a bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Kangaroo. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead, but that was in the reverse. And funnel. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned. See, you've learned lessons through this unsettling time. You successfully overcame a problem. This has to do with your wealth, your foundation, your own stability. This wealth could even talk about your physical wealth, talking about your health, your body. It's like somebody here was purposely wanting to keep you in a low vibration with this weeping willow, causing hurt, causing struggles, causing pain, because they wanted to keep you diminished in order so they could, I don't know, feel better about themselves, or have one less responsibility for them to take care of. We have gavel, involvement with the law. The law could be getting involved. We have a hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally, in the reverse. Somebody here is a little emotionally disturbed. We have tree in the reverse. Affairs with your family. It's in the reverse. So this is somebody here that's, I feel like whoever this individual is, they've been a karmic in your life. This is somebody here who could even try to abuse their title, whatever that title is. Baby mommy, baby daddy, they're your father, they're your sister, they're whatever. Whatever their title is. Somebody likes to abuse that. Because they think that that title is supposed to tug on your heartstrings. But somebody here is not realizing that they're not living up to their end of the bargain. They're not fulfilling their end of that title. Just because you have that title doesn't necessarily grant you any special access if you're not living in that title. If you're not fulfilling your end of the deal, your end of the contract. We have a fan, romance, celebration, and party in the reverse. There's no romance in this situation. There's no celebration. There's no good times. There's just struggle. Because somebody keeps taking. They feel like it's okay for them to take because they were wronged when they were 2, or they were wronged when they were 3. I don't know. Maybe somebody stole their milk bottle. I have no idea. But that's what it's giving. And now they want to come back around and reconcile? Be very careful with the choices that you make at this time, Capricorn. Be careful with where you invest in. See, you've already successfully overcome this when you have put distance between you and this person. And this person is probably feeling, oh, maybe enough time has gone by. Maybe the collective has maybe Capricorn has forgiven me. Maybe they'll let me back in. Maybe they've softened their heart. But the truth is, your heart has always been soft. But you have put up new boundaries now that somebody here wants to see if they can break down your walls that you have built. The ones that they taught you that you needed to have in the first place. And they want to stop you from getting into a new contract here. There could be a meeting or some kind of dealing here with a stranger. I don't know what this is for y'all. Like, this could be signing a new lease, getting a new job. Something about getting a new phone. Like, maybe somebody here is getting their own phone in their name. So that way, something about, like, somebody here has been using things and putting it over your head. Well, I pay for this, or I do that, or that's on my name, or this and that. You know, it's this whole tyrannical control here. Be very careful, too, because I also feel like somebody here is going to try and use, for those of you where this is, like, romantic-y, like, somebody here is going to try and use, like, sex as a way to try and, like, lure you back in, to try and, like, tempt you back in, Capricorn. Universe, tell us more. Universe, tell us more for Capricorn. The Emperor reversed. Excuse me. And the Queen of Cups reversed. Emotions are all over the place. Somebody cannot control themselves. They're out of control. They're out of control by trying to control things that have nothing to do with them. Plain and simple. This could be somebody here. This person could be a father or a mother. Maybe they're not very good at their job. Maybe this is somebody here who wants all the glory and praise that comes with it, but doesn't want to put in the hard work or the effort, like I said earlier, to have that title. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Something here about somebody here not defending themselves. Maybe that's you, Capricorn. Maybe you're like, I don't need to defend myself against you because you obviously haven't gotten it at this point. And the Nine of Pentacles upright. Look at this total opposite. See, you're somebody who is self-sufficient, very independent, very go-getter. You want something, you get it done. You do it for yourself. And I feel like you stopped fighting this person. You're like, whatever. I don't care. Let you talk. You know? And this could even be somebody here who's been having other people gang up on you to force you, you know, somebody who's trying to apply pressure, intimidation by using other people, right? By getting their family involved, by getting their friends involved, by getting other colleagues involved, right? Because they want to keep that control. But the thing that everyone's going to start learning now, especially with the eclipse that just happened and the one that's still yet to come at the end of this month, is people can't hide from their shadows anymore. They can't. They can run as much as they want, but their shadow's still going to be there. And it's interesting how people are so quick to believe one side of the story of the person who's talking so much that they don't even have the gusto or the balls to even ask you, Capricorn, your side of the story. And that should tell you that these people were never really on your side in the first place. And you're just like, whatever, I have nothing to prove to any of y'all. Because y'all just want to keep me trapped and stuck in this vicious, toxic cycle that's only providing for them. And these people could be their enablers. These other people could have enabled this one individual. It's like a whole group of shitheads. I'm sorry. You are the company that you keep. Something here like mother, like daughter. Like father, like son. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. We have the Five of Wands reverse. See, you're done competing. You are done competing. You're done being thrown into the ring. You're done being thrown into the arena. We have the Two of Cups here. The Two of Swords reverse in the Chariot. Somebody here is no longer moving forward with this relationship because they see the truth of it. Once the blindfold has been ripped off, there's no putting it back on. There's no unseeing what it is that you have seen. Strong Cancer energy here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of sevens here. 77 can mean something to some of y'all. We have Justice in the reverse. And the Ace of Swords. Somebody did something very unpractical, very unjust. All to get a quick payout. See, what happens is, when you steal something from somebody, alright, it's because you feel, first of all, it's many different reasons, but you're never going to get exactly what it is that you thought that you're going to get. So when people are stealing or robbing or taking from other people, it's them in survivor mode trying to fight for scraps. And you're like, all right, you want to take that so bad? But you were the one that was able to get it yourself. So you're like, that's all you want? Like, really? You did all of that to take that? Like, you feel like for you, whatever this is, you're just like, that's it? Like, and like, whew. It's not the Ten of Pentacles. It's the Seven of Pentacles. It's like somebody is like, well, if you had put in that same amount of effort and energy that you put in to growing something for yourself, instead of wanting to go in and rob other people's crops, they would have more than what it is that they're taking. You know, it's giving me the energy with the Seven of Swords. It's like, let me use this as an example. Like, say you have a farm, right? You planted your harvest, right? Usually in end of summer, beginning of fall, right? That's when farmers or, you know, people start cashing in on their crops, right? They start, you know, taking in their harvest. But this is somebody that's coming in like the middle of like July, before things have really had enough time to fully grow and bloom, and they're you know what I mean? They're taking things before they're ripe, and to them they feel like that's the gold mine. But for you, it's like, that could be worth so much more. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, somebody here is, they're not thinking logically. I mean, of course they're not. Their emotions are all over the place. Their emotions are what has been driving them, and it has to do with the past, this need to be seen. Maybe somebody here felt like they were never seen as a child. Maybe they felt like they weren't heard as a child, and because of this, somebody here, it's giving that somebody here is always unwilling to compromise. They always need to be right. They always need to They always need to win. We have the Queen of Coins. That I split the deck. We have the Queen of Coins. That's you, Capricorn. Standing there strong, solid, stable. You're a person of character. You follow through. You're kind. You're nurturing. But you're also not a pushover. The Nine of Swords reversed and the Hermit reversed. We have double nines here. 99. This is a major completion of a cycle. Major, major completion. Triple nines, actually. 999. Actually, could make that 4 nines with that 9 there, too. 9999. A major cycle is getting ready to wrap up here, and somebody doesn't want it to end. But I feel like it has already ended, and somebody here is trying to... They're not accepting it. Somebody's off in a little tap. They're not accepting something. And somebody here is in extreme guilt. But instead of this guilt being on what did I do, it's in why is everybody doing this to me? Again, it's still that diluted, twisted thinking. Capricorn, I feel like throughout this time you've been in hermit mode. Maybe you've been isolating yourself a little bit. Maybe you've isolated yourself from this person, but now you're getting ready to step out. You're getting ready to step back out into the world. In spite of what this person has done to you. See, this person thought that they could rob you of your spirit in hopes that you would secede to them. Queen of Coins is still here, and the King of Coins, and the Two of Wands reversed. The wait is over. There could be a couple here in your life that has seen what has been going on, and they're coming in to your aid and to your assistance here. Or this could be the strangers that are helping you. Like, maybe you know someone, but like maybe their spouse has an opportunity that could really help get you out of the circumstances that you're in. The Empress reversed, Temperance reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Ten of Pentacles. This has to do with your long-term plans. This is where it all has to do with where you are deciding to replant your roots, what you're choosing to invest in. Somebody here definitely does not want you to move forward. They don't want this change to happen, because Temperance happens right after death. But with Temperance in the reverse, this is somebody here who's unable to move on. You know, somebody here wanted you to be their savior. They wanted you to be their hero. They wanted you to be the answer to everything. They wanted you to give them the life that they should be providing for themselves. This is somebody here who bet their life on you. They don't have any goals or aspirations of their own with that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody here who's generic. You've been dealing with a generic individual here who wants things given to them. You know, this is somebody who could be extremely stereotypical. Maybe they made their own stereotypes because of what happened to them when they were younger. Somebody here is definitely suffering with something here from when they were younger. And also, for some of you, somebody here could also even be using something against you from when you were younger in order to keep you isolated away from your own soul tribe, from your own support. Because narcissists and controlling individuals will do that. To make you feel like you only have them and you need them and you have no other options, you have no other resources. But yet they're using you for the resources that you provide. Whatever it is that you've been doing for this individual. I'm going to be right back, Capricorn. I am going to go tinkle. Alrighty, Capricorn. I am back. We're going to be using What's the Tea so we can find out what else is going on. Universe, please tell us more for Capricorn. Legal issues. Somebody here is going through legal issues. That's what it is. They don't want to have to deal with the repercussions. Something here about... This could even have to do with, like, custody? Maybe somebody here is worried about custody? Maybe it's, somebody here doesn't want to share. That's what this is. Somebody here doesn't want to share. They want it all or they want nothing. So this can even be somebody here that you've been attached to, Capricorn, that... I feel like they want whatever that you're attached to, but they also don't want to share. They also don't want you to share. They want you to only give it to them. So, like, if this is business, right? This is somebody here that doesn't want you sharing profits with the other business owners, but they want you to find a way to, like, fuck them over. Or if this is, like, you having some kind of dealings with family, right? Whether it's real estate or something, it's like they want it all for themselves. And this is somebody who could even be holding, like, well, if you leave me, then I'll never let you see the kids again. And it's like, well, no, because now you're gonna have to face legal issues, because no, that's not right. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's giving. This is a person here with fake smiles. They are completely miserable with themselves because they're not getting what they thought that they were going to get. You know, their poon or their wiener wasn't as magical as they thought that it was, if this is romantic. Or somebody's persuasion is no longer working. This is a broke-ass motherfucker. So I know, the sailor in me just came out halfway through the reading, but sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade. See, they're trying to control the outcome of these legal issues and what ends up happening to them. This has to do with travel, or it has to do with forward movement. Somebody does not want you to move forward in life. They don't want you to have new ventures. They don't want you to see new sights. And it's because this person's going bankrupt. Because they need you more than you need them. They need you for them in order to remain stable, in order for them to remain in the upright. So that's why they're trying to use these emotional blackmail tactics here. This extortion, in a sense, to entrap you, because they're trying to make it seem like it's your fault. Well, you know, if you kick me out, what's going to happen to me and the children? And it's like, well, I can take care of the children. You can get yourself back up on your feet. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they're thinking and wanting to use something against you in order to emotionally extort you, to stop you from moving forward, because they don't want to share. And this is somebody here who will start drama. They will start drama, they will start crying, hands will be flying in the air. Like, calm down. Wow, what fell out was bad reputation. And what's behind that? Creeping. So somebody here with a bad reputation is creeping, lurking around the corner here, trying to gather information on you. This could even be somebody here who even tries to overhear your conversation, hides in hallways, you know, presses their ear up against doors, right? Another thing that I learned too is if you have AirPods, you can leave your phone behind somewhere and listen into conversations and keep an AirPod in, and you can be in a completely different room. Just leave your phone behind. People can do that to eavesdrop on conversations. This is somebody that's stuck in their head, overanalyzing, all up in your business here because they have bad habits. This is somebody here that has addictions of sorts, and it doesn't have to be substance, but somebody here is not okay. This is somebody that's more focused on their image, on how it feels. And somebody here that's quick to escape the reality of their own truth, which is their accountability that they don't want to take. Universe, tell me more. I can't make this up. Somebody here is trying to run from their own bad karma because somebody here doesn't want to reflect on the fact that maybe they've made poor choices in life, and life is an accumulation of choices. And we have a boss daddy or a boss mommy, somebody here who's stable, rich, CEO, big dick energy. Somebody is receiving bad karma. They don't like the fact that you're able to stand on your own, that you're able to shine without them. See, maybe they want to be attached to you because maybe it makes them feel better as a person. Because of the things that you have, they think that it's theirs too. But is it? This could be a long, for those of you that this used to be a partnership, like romantic sense, like this could have been a long-term relationship, but something that never actually solidified into marriage. Somebody here is stuck in their ego because their ego is getting in the way of their own relationship. This whole me, myself, and I, this whole fantasy delusion. You know, this is like the energy here of, like, maybe, so I did say something here about family real estate. Like, maybe y'all live in a house that, like, is your family's, but, like, and somebody's, like, refusing to move out because they're claiming, oh, I can't find a place to stay, or da-da-da. Whatever the case is. Again, that's their problem, not yours. They need to figure that out, and they need to do it quick. And instead of coming up with excuses, take that time and energy to actually, you know, look. And I know that times are tough out here, but at the end of the day, again, that's not your problem. If there is a will, there is a way. Anything is possible with God. I'm just keeping it real. But this is somebody who's like, oh my God, look at the house that we own. And it's not even, like, you don't even own the house. Like, it's your family's. You know what I mean? Like they like the... I don't even know what to call this. They like the attention that it gives them. But it's like they're lying to themselves, and they do it based on a lie. And then maybe that's why, you know, all these other people were ganging up against you because they believe that person's lie, and now they're going after you, like, but like it's their house too, and it's like, no, it's not, because this person wasn't honest from the get-go. And that's what they're trying to escape from, and that's what they're trying to control, is the fact that their house of cards has come crumbling down. Their web of lies is no longer working to entrap you. There is some kind of photo proof, some kind of evidence here about somebody creeping, using information against you. We have running and then carless. So this is somebody here who knows that they have no other forward movement in their life, bad karma, that they have gotten everything that they were going to get out of life. And that's what they're trying to do, is hold on to whatever this is, because they know they're not going to get any better, because that's their karma. Because what they did to you, I feel like not just you, I feel like those closest to you as well, this person has cost a lot. There is going to be some photo proof and some evidence here about somebody stalking. Somebody here trying to weaponize information against you, Capricorn. Or Crosswatcher. Somebody here is not going to be able to move forward. They're not going to have any forward movement. Universe, give me one final card from this deck, please. We have 2. Child services and wasting time. I knew that children were involved. Somebody's children are being at risk of being taken away, because there is going to be some kind of evidence that is being presented, that is being gathered here, about somebody threatening, using intimidation tactics. Somebody's afraid that they're going to be seen in a poor light. This stalker. This person is stalking you. They're creepy. They're obsessed. This is a creepy motherfucker. Who thinks that everything's about them, who thinks that they can control everything. You know, and lying and manipulation is a form of black magic. It's a form of spiritual warfare. Because it robs people of the truth. And when people make a decision based on a lie, it robs them of free will. And people seem to forget that universal law. Somebody here is just trying to waste time because they're feeling stuck. There is no change. So whatever this person's coming in to try and one last hurrah, one last magic trick, I don't know, maybe they're trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Because they know that time is up, that they're headed for bad karma, that they're going to be stuck with legal issues because of all the times they were trying to start drama. This could even be somebody here who's been purposely trying to start drama between you and other people around you in order to keep you isolated from your own people, to make themselves seem as if they're better than what they actually are. This person's played out. Their games are played out. They're running around in circles on the same track. And that's all they're going to end up doing. Universe. Please tell us more for Capricorn, please. We have divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. See, and that's exactly what somebody's doing. Somebody is chasing the abundance that you are. Somebody is trying to rob you or essentially milk off of your divine abundance here. Practice gratitude at this time. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. It's about being grateful to the divine here for everything that you have. And somebody here is not grateful. They're mad. This is somebody here who's mad. This is somebody who could even been asking the divine to take things away from you. Like, the way that this person is feeling, it's feeling like they're the ones at a loss when they were the ones that gained something illegally or unjustly. So now this person could even be trying to do like a smear campaign. First they were so happy to have whatever you wanted, but now they're trying to say that everything that you had, you took. You know what I mean? You took from them. Oh wow, we have clearing. I didn't even realize that one flipped over. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine, mine to God's, God's, God's. Such freedom. This is about clearing. See? Getting rid of the mine, 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 the me, 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 the pick-me. You're being cleared of a pick-me here because a pick-me has been ravaging your divine abundance, messing up your divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. They were trying to do something at all costs to mess up your divine flow. Sublime, something there about subliminal. Like, this person has been... Whatever has been happening, it was a slow buildup. It was like subliminal messaging, trying to brainwash you. This is a very special hellscape made for this person. I can promise you that. We have energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One, herself, may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. So everything here is happening according to Divine's plan, according to Divine's will. Just don't fall for the tricks anymore. And I don't think that you are. Continue to have faith, Miraculously amazing, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. So this is somebody who could even been trying to weaponize love, right? But you're like, listen, God's love, the universe's love, is much more rich and much more abundant than the petty crumbs that you have been offering me, than the petty crumbs that you have been disguising as a 5-course meal. Universe, please give us an affirmation for Capricorn. It's like the moment that this is evicted from your life, and for some reason the universe wanted me to specifically use that word, evicted. Maybe somebody here is not gonna go quietly and they're not gonna go nicely. And this could be somebody here, like maybe they're making, it's giving me the energy of like, well, if you give me this much money, or, you know, I need assistance in order for me to, like, for example, like say this person needs a place to move. You're like, all right, here, I'll just give you this amount of money so that way you can leave me alone and you can go. That won't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody here is really trying to milk things for what it's worth. It's one excuse over another. You know what I mean? And maybe you have to go to the extremes in order to get this person evicted from your life. However, which way that resonates with you. Maybe you need to get a no contact order, or a, what's it called? A restraining order, or maybe you need to physically go down to the courts and get this person evicted. Start the process. Get a whole constable involved. But somebody here really is trying to mess with your mindset to keep you in a negative state here, so that way you're not connected to the divine, so that way you fall for their devilish temptation. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a badass mind gardener. Yes, you are. Ain't nobody gonna break my stride. Ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Or hold me back. I don't know. I don't even know that song. I don't know who sings it. That just came through. Universe, please give us a final message for the collective, please. Generosity, number 10. Compassion for others is a natural result of being aware and conscious of your own feelings. When you are generous in spirit, you take complete responsibility for your life. Work with Ganesha to assist you with stepping up to do the right thing. This is especially important when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings. Respect others and live a conscious life. Champion others, support them, and actively want them to succeed. Living from this space will create an open heart and mind that will touch anyone who comes into your presence. Be tolerant of ideas and behaviors that may not align with your own thoughts. Spend more time looking at what is good and positive in someone else rather than what you judge as negative or bad. Embrace others' differences. I'm going to stop. And we're going to do that again. Because I feel like this is another one of that person's ploy. Because yes, you should act like that, but not everybody deserves your generosity. Especially the ones that keep burning you and the ones that keep hurting you. Yes, you should remain and have an open heart and be conscious of other people. But not at a cost to yourself. Universe, please give us a final message for Capricorn. And divine counsel, please keep away whatever energy is trying to distort the universe's final message and return it back to them a billionfold, because we're not playing this game anymore. Universe, we have joy. Number 47. Joy is a state of the heart and soul. Joy happens when the heart and the soul unite. This union is to achieve expansion for a greater good related to your divine path. Joy can create in you a sense of contentment, acceptance, and serenity. Even when life is in flux, you feel a deep knowing that whatever might happen will be for the highest good for all involved. When you have this knowledge in you, it brings spiritual determination. Even through difficult circumstances, such as those that you may be currently undergoing, you will ultimately find your happiness. See, the thing is, they don't want to share you. Through this card, Ganesha acknowledges your stress and exhaustion as you work to adopt to new patterns of behavior and release your old stories. You may not be happy right now, but you can experience joy in knowing that striving through a difficult situation is important. You are urged to realize that you came into this lifetime to undergo certain experiences and to learn very specific life lessons. Be honest with yourself. Allow yourself your feelings and emotions. Remember that if your heart is feeling wounded and its healing is taking place, you are likely grappling with deep feelings and sentiments that may have been repressed in you for lifetimes. Share your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and anxieties with those who can support you at this time. Joy will be the final outcome. Your energy and your inner light are shifting to reveal your life's grand plan. In this card, Ganesha holds garlands made of aruku flowers, which have the ability to eliminate negative energy from the body and mind of a person. In your mind's eye, make an offering of garlands made of aruku flowers to Ganesha. In exchange, Ganesha blesses you with good health and freedom from ailments. And that is what, something here about gold. I don't know, maybe somebody here took something here that was gold, or you're gonna be shining, or you're winning the gold, or you're coming out on top. Either way, Capricorn, you got this. You got this. You're heading in the right direction. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.